Yeah, man. This is Footwork, and we back again. And I'm about to talk about it. I'm going there. The Will Smith slap and the Will Smith apology. So, before we get to the actual fight, because technically this is going to qualify, there was a punch thrown and it connected. So, this is a fight, right? That's where the apology is coming from. So, a few months ago, Will Smith got up in his feelings and got in Chris Rock's chest and uh, pretty much pieced him up upside his head. So after that, there was a whole big controversies in the news and all that, blah, blah, blah. Man, this is nothing but a big psych job. This is a psyop operation from your friends in the Hollywood industry. And they use some of your favorite comedians, Will Smith and Chris Rock, to pull this off. And this was one of the highest rated, highest watch Oscars that has ever taken place. And if you can find anything like this that has happened among any other community other than this one, then please let me know. Put it in the comments. But I think this is probably the first time they really had a dust up happening out here with people in suits and tuxedos and all that, right? So the bottom line is that this is a psyop job, and they really use Will Smith's image and his career to pull this thing off. The squeaky clean guy, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all that. And don't think there's no connection between his real life image and the character that he played in King Richard, what he was getting the award for, and all of that. And what he was really crying about was he had to give his image up, and he had to give a piece of his career up in this whole thing. So he really don't care anything about Chris Rock, and Chris Rock could care less about getting slapped or whatever, because it's done nothing but help his comedy tour. But this was pretty much a ritual type thing that they do in Hollywood from time to time. And of course, they get their little minions like these folks to go out here and pull these things off to bump ratings and, to always keep a boot heel on people that look like these guys. And so all of that in mind, that kind of led up to this moment. And Will Smith came up, and when he actually approached Chris Rock, Chris was kind of bracing himself, and he kept his hands behind his back, which is just kind of weird in terms of somebody's approaching you. This is supposed to be off script, and he kind of braced himself for the impact. All that kind of leads me to believe that this whole thing is fake. Not the slap itself, not the punch. He actually punched him. He actually connected with the slap. But everything that led up to it, everything surrounding it, and the apology, all that's just fake. All of it's just a big Hollywood script. So pay no attention to these weapons of mass distraction, because that's all it is. But I did like the technique that Will showed in the follow through. He's got his left hand up to guard on any kind of return fire, and he rotated his hips into the right hand that came across. So when he walked up and approached Chris Rock had his guard down. Hey, these kind of things can happen. And so Will stepped to him, got into his space, squared up on him shoulder to shoulder, and he paused for just a split second before he let go with that shot. And so Chris had enough time to react if, this was something, that was just kind of off the cuff and natural. He would have pushed, he would have put his hands up, something. I don't know. It just looked weird. There's even videos talking about how Chris kind of leaned in the moment right before Will Smith got into his space. But nonetheless, it was a nice little shot, sounded off. I mean, it sounded hilarious with the microphone, the bump and the scuffle of the microphone and everything, and everybody's all suited and booted, and that's this uptight type of affair, and somebody just get bitch slapped in front of everybody. So, it had me rolling, just to see it. But the way Will Smith stepped into it, rotated his arms and his shoulders, got a little something on that punch, And the way that Chris kind of rolled with it, it was a real shot, real impact. He's got a little punching power in that right hand. So, you know, if you guys ever have a rematch on this, I recommend, you know, I recommend your boy right here, Chris, to get a little training. You know what I'm saying? And he's already, you know, can prove that he's got a good chin. He can take a shot. So, you know, next time I recommend he go to the body with the left hook on Will and then pivot over to the right and drop his own right hand right over the top of Will's right hand. And then we got a real Oscar event going. This is Footwork Fight Talk, baby. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and we out of here. Peace.